Welcome to Animal Life on ARCN TV. I am Fatima Suleiman. This week, our focus is on why the tortoise lives long. Some live above 150 years. Why do they live so long? Let's find out. Tortoise remarkable longevity is a complex phenomenon that has fascinated scientists and animal enthusiasts for centuries. One of the primary reasons for their extended lifespan is their slow metabolism, which allows them to conserve energy, live off their stored resource for extended periods. This slow metabolism reduces oxidative stress and cellular damage, two key contributors to aging. Additionally, tortoises have evolved unique physiological adaptations that enable them to repair damaged cells and tissues, such as telomere maintenance and efficient DNA repair. Telomeres, the protective capes on the ends of chromosomes, shorten with each cell division. And when they become too short, the cell can no longer divide and will enter a state of senescence. Tortoises' ability to maintain their telomeres help to prevent this cellular aging. Furthermore, their low rate of cell division also helps prevent cellular senescence, a key contributor to aging. This low rate of cell division is also linked to their slow growth rates, which means that tortoises do not have to constantly produce new cells to support rapid growth, reducing the likelihood of genetic mutations and cancer. Moreover, tortoises' ability to survive in harsh environments with limited resources has favored the selection of individuals with traits that promote longevity. In the wild, tortoises face numerous challenges such as droughts, predations, and competition for food and resources. Only the most resilient individuals, those with traits that enable them to survive and thrive in these conditions, are able to pass on their genes to the next generation. This has led to the evolution of tortoises' remarkable longevity, as well as their ability to survive for extended periods without food or water. Their hormonal profile also plays a crucial role in their longevity, with low levels of insulin-like growth factor, a hormone that promotes cell growth and division. High levels of IGF have been linked to increased cancer risks and decreased lifespan. So, tortoises' low levels of these hormones may contribute to their extended lifespan. Finally, their unique gut microbiome helps them digest plant material and promotes health aging. The gut microbiome plays a critical role in immune function, inflammation, and nutrient absorption, all of which are linked to healthy aging. Overall, tortoises' remarkable longevity is the result of a combination of their slow metabolism, unique physiological adaptations, evolutionary pressures, hormonal profile, and gut microbiome. This complex interplay of factors has enabled tortoises to live long, up to 150 years or more in the wild, making them one of the longest living animals on Earth. In addition to their slow metabolism and unique physiological adaptations, tortoises also have a number of behavioral traits that contribute to their longevity. For example, they are able to survive for extended periods without food or water by entering a state of dormancy called brumation. During this time, their metabolism slows down even further, allowing them to conserve energy and resources. Tortoises also have a strong instinct to burrow and hide, which helps to protect them from predators and extreme temperatures. This behavior also allows them to conserve energy and resources, as they do not need to constantly forage for food or seek out shelter. Tortoises also have a unique social structure that may contribute to their longevity. In the wild, tortoises often live in small groups, led by a dominant male. This social hierarchy helps to reduce stress and conflict within the group, allowing individuals to conserve energy and resources. Additionally, tortoises have been observed showing a signs of affection and companionship such as grooming and cuddling, which can help to reduce stress and promote overall health. Another factor that contributes to tortoise longevity is their ability to adapt to their environment. Tortoises have evolved to live in a variety of habitats, from desert to forest, and have developed unique physiological and behavioral adaptations to survive in each environment. For example, desert-dwelling tortoises have developed strong kidneys that enable them to conserve water, while forest-dwelling tortoises have developed sharp eyesight to help them navigate through dense vegetation. This ability to adapt to different environments has allowed tortoises to thrive in a wide range of ecosystems and has likely contributed to their longevity. For example, some species of tortoise have been observed regrowing lost limbs, while others have been known to repair damaged hearts and lungs. This ability to repair damaged tissue may help to explain why tortoises are able to live for so long, as they are able to maintain the health and function of their bodies over time. Tortoise longevity is also influenced by their ability to resist disease. They have a strong immune system that helps to protect them against infections and diseases. Additionally, tortoises have a low rate of cancer, which is a major contributor to aging in many species. Another factors that contribute to tortoise longevity is their ability to maintain their physical function as they age. Unlike many other species, tortoises do not experience a decline in physical function as they get older. They are able to maintain their strength, flexibility, and mobility well into old age, which helps to promote their overall health and well-being. Tortoises have a unique characteristic called negligible senescence, which means they do not show typical signs of aging, such as physical decline or decreased reproductive ability. As they get older, this is a contrast to most other species, which experience a decline in physical and reproductive function with age. Additionally, tortoises have a high degree of cellular regeneration, which allows them to repair and replace damaged cells and tissues. This helps to maintain their physical function and overall health as they age. Tortoises also have a unique ability to survive in extreme environments, such as deserts and islands, where resources may be limited. This adaptability has likely contributed to their longevity, as they are able to survive and thrive in conditions where other species might perish. Tortoise shells play a crucial role in their longevity, serving as a protective barrier against predators, harsh weather conditions, and physical damage. The shell also help to regulate their body temperature, maintain hydration, and store energy reserves. Furthermore, tortoises have a unique respiratory system that allows them to survive for extended periods without oxygen. They can also slow down their heart rate and metabolism, entering a state of dormancy called brumation, which helps them conserve energy during times of food scarcity or harsh environmental conditions. Tortoise brains also show remarkable longevity, with some species exhibiting cognitive functions and memory retentions well into old age. According to research, tortoises are able to learn and remember complex routes, recognize individual members of their species, and even exhibit cultural behaviors passed down through generations. Additionally, tortoises have a unique relationship with their environment, often playing a keystone role in their ecosystem. They help to disperse seeds, create pathways, and maintain vegetation structure, which can have a positive impact on biodiversity and ecosystem. In conclusion, tortoise longevity is a complex phenomenon that cannot be attributed to a single factor. Instead, it is the result of a combination of their slow metabolism, unique physiological adaptations, evolutionary pressures, hormonal profile, gut microbiome, genetic profile, and profile lifestyle factors. Tortoises also have a unique way of dealing with stress, which may also contribute to their longevity. When faced with stressful situation, tortoises will often withdraw into their shells and enter a state of dormancy. This helps to reduce their stress levels and conserve energy, which may help to promote their overall health and well-being. Finally, tortoises have a strong instinct to live in the present moment, which may also contribute to their longevity. They do not worry about the past or future, but instead focus on the present moment and what they need to do to survive. This mindset may help to reduce their stress levels and promote their overall health and well-being. In the end, tortoises' remarkable longevity is a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptability of life on Earth. By studying and learning from these incredible creatures, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the natural world and our place within it.
I'm one of the zoo worker here in the National Children's Park and Zoo. At the same time, I'm the coordinator of the zoo section or animal section. Yeah. Here we are in the tortoise enclosure. You know, enclosure is where we keep animals, especially the captive one, for conservation. Animals that are under captive are all for conservation because we brought them from the wild and put them in the cage to conserve them so that they can continue enjoying their life just like the way they are doing in the wild. That's the meaning of conservation. So here we are in the tortoise. The tortoise are reptile species of animals, and then we have two different types of tortoise. We have the land tortoise, and then we have the one that lives in water, which is called turtle. But turtle. While these ones are called land tortoise or giant tortoise. So the one that we are here now is the land tortoise, and they are the longest living animal on earth. The land tortoise, they can live up to 150 to 200 to 300 years, especially under captive. So like the one you can see, we have many of them here. They are of two different type, even though they are from the one that we're seeing here. They are of two different type, even though they are from the same species. No, the same species, but two different type. You can see there are the ones that are big ones, and the other ones are smaller. Generally, the big ones are the male, while the male usually looks big. All reptile species, the male are always bigger. So this one you are seeing, the big ones here, they are the males. The other species or the other type are the female. Even though they are very difficult to identify which one is the male, which one is the female from a layman. But from experience, if you want to, like from experience, like myself, I can easily detect anywhere I see a tortoise, I will know this is the male and this is the female. But from a layman, if you want to know which one is the male, it's by turning their chest. If you turn the chest of the male, you see his cuff. And if you turn the chest of the female, it's flat. That is the clinical and easiest way for a layman to understand which one is the male, which one is the female. If you cannot detect from their size, maybe from the sexes, you can turn them by looking at their chest. So the male are always bigger. And then, like I told you, they are reptile species, so they lay eggs every time. Not every time. They have their time of laying eggs, especially when it is hot time, because it is only the female that lays eggs. The female normally digs a hole and lays eggs, and they can lay up to 50 eggs, not at a time. They can lay like 5 today, maybe the following day they can lay 10, 3, but it's not all the eggs that are fertile. They can lay fertile, non-fertile in the same hold. Nothing. You don't do anything. Yeah, it's economically, it has no any use. And then they only lay it inside the hole, and you don't expect a tortoise to lie down on their eggs. You know they will destroy all the eggs. They don't lay on their eggs, unlike other animals. So what they do when they lay their eggs inside a hole, they close they close the sand, or they close the hole. So after some times now, it is the temperature from the ground hatches the egg. So you can imagine, if the temperature is high, the egg can be hatched in less than 1 month. That is why usually they lay their eggs towards heat time, so that the temperature around the environment will help them to hatch their eggs. So when the egg is hatched in the ground, you see the young ones coming out from the hole by themselves.
How do they look like, the young ones?
They are tiny, just small, very small. You can even pick it in your hand. They look small. But at that time, especially when they lay it, you hardly identify which one is the land tortoise or the turtle, because they almost look the same.
The land tortoise can give birth to turtle.
No, I mean, no, it's not possible. I said, as from a layman, if they lay the eggs, you hardly identify which one is it. Either is a turtle or a turtle, because they look the same. But when they started growing now, you see the turtle started producing the leg will start, the leg that they used to swim in the water will start showing up, while the land tortoise like this one we are here in, they will see the leg will be thicker. So if you put this one in the water, they will not survive. They will just go in and die. And then, the shell, like you said, it helps them to protect themselves from any danger, because there's nothing will attack the tortoise on the shell. Even if something wants to attack the tortoise, it has to come from the leg or the head. And once any attack is coming from the head, everything in the tortoise will go in. Only the shell will remain outside, which is very, very hard. So nothing will attack them. And under the tortoise, you see some two hoofs. Under the tortoise neck, there are two hoofs, and those two hoofs is for protection and for a possible attack. Sometimes when there are too many males and few females, there is competition. So the strongest one will now chase the other male. So they use those two hoofs to chase or to attack other male. And then, we fed them. They feed on vegetables.
So the shells help them to survive.
The shells help them to survive. And then another important point is, I forgot to tell you, is the shell, at times, scientifically, you count the shell. That is how you can get the age from the shell, by counting the spot on the shell. Either the spot on the shell or the dot on the leg. Scientifically. That's how you can get.
For a layman like us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can just be pointing, counting the shell. You can see some corners, some box kind of on the shell. So you use those one and count it from the layman. But scientifically, we use the head, the leg, and then we now use the time that the tortoise was hatched, or the time the tortoise was brought in here. So we start counting the age of the tortoise. And then I told you they feed on vegetables. That is why they live long. But that is the land tortoise. It is only the land tortoise that feeds on vegetables. So even in human, when you eat too much of vegetable in your diet, you have chances of living healthier and longer scientifically. But otherwise, I don't know. It's God that determines everybody's age. But it's health-wise is very, very important. That is why naturally tortoise feed on grasses or vegetables. That's what we fed them on. Yeah.
Okay, what factors contribute to their longevity, their long life?
That is the vegetables I told you about. The main factor is the environment. Then secondly is their diet. When I said vegetables, I'm not talking about only one vegetables like cabbage. We don't be giving them cabbage. We balance their diet, or we change their diet. Today we give them cabbage, following day we give them spinach, sometimes fresh grasses. But it's not all the grasses that tortoise eats. It's a combination. So we have to look for it and then give it. But mostly it's cabbage and spinach. They can also eat carrot as well.
Like how many times do you feed them?
We fed them twice in a day. In the morning, they feed on the same vegetables. In the evening, they feed on the same vegetable. But if you want to make it balance the diet, we give them like the cabbage in the morning, then maybe grasses in the evening, so that we can balance the diet. Yeah. Like the one like the one on the land. Actually, nothing is affecting them. They can adopt on any weather, whether it is hot time or cool time. Like this one now, when it is hot time, they dig a hole, and anytime where the hole is dig, inside might be cold a bit. So they go in now and chill in. Yes, but not that big hole or deep. They dig a bit because they are used to digging hole because that is where they lay their eggs. It's the female. There's a way, God is great. There's a way they dig the hole. You'll be surprised when you see a tortoise digging a hole. You'll be surprised on how can that holes come up because of the nature of the tortoise. So they can dig a hole when the temperature is high. They can go in and cool themselves off. So weather doesn't affect them at all. And when it is raining, the shell is just like a stone. If the rain is much, you can see there's not much shade here for them. If the rain is much, they can go in everywhere. They can go into the head and then leave the shell, rain to be draining it on the shell, and then it doesn't affect them. Nothing. It doesn't affect them. Yeah.
So how do they protect themselves from predators
Like I told you, anything that is coming to attack them, they go in the shells. So they allow only the shells and those hoof, because those hoof cannot go in. You can see under the tortoise neck, there are two hoofs. The neck will go in, the head as well will go in. It's only the shell will remain outside, and that is nothing is going to attack them. Yeah, because the shell, even lions in the wild, sometimes they attempt attacking tortoise, but because of the yes, but not in the wild. In the wild, especially the turtle that are inside the water, because of the shell. Now, if lion attempt to attack it, he will try to break it, but you find it very hard. You end up leaving the tortoise. Yeah.
So how do they communicate with each other?
Actually, there's no much sign on how tortoise communicate. They don't have any sign of communication actually, because if they want to eat, that is when now the communication will come. But once you drop the food, you see them coming close to you. So anytime one of them started moving, so the rest now will follow. And the same thing, if there is danger, they will just go into their shell and then leave the shell outside. The interesting thing about tortoise is their mode of motion, mode of movement. They are one of the most sluggish animals in the world. After chameleon, I think there's an animal that is slow as tortoise. It's just story that people used to cook, or those books those days in children nursery and primary school. The tortoise, and then the I forgot the other animal, that the wise tortoise. Actually, they are wise, but in story, but in real sense, they are not actually. But they are one of the most sluggish animals we have. But that sluggish doesn't make them to become weak.
What's behind their sluggish?
Naturally, they are just like that. And at times, it has to do with their weight.
Okay.
Yeah, because of their weight. I mean, they are too heavy. So for them to move fast is very difficult. You can imagine carrying the whole shell. Like this one now, anyone we are seeing here, three of us cannot lift it up. So yeah, three of us cannot. Yes, because they are too heavy. They are too heavy. So you can imagine what they are carrying, the body size, and then the shell. Even though the shell is easier to remove it.
Okay, it's easier.
Yeah, when you want to kill it, but which we don't allow that. We don't even encourage killing.
Why?
The poachers. No, it's not good, because that is why most animals has gone on extinction, because of poacher and other vices. But they use hot water. Some people eat it though, but they use hot water to remove the shell. If you want to remove the shell, then you have to kill and then use hot water. But we don't encourage this, either in the wild.
So with what do you people carry it, like in hot?
No, we just have to gather ourselves if you want to pick it. Like 4 5 huge people. And they hardly fall sick. They hardly fall sick. That's one thing with tortoise. And the reason why is that because of the vegetables they mostly eat. It keeps them healthier and then strong. Like this one now, they were here, especially the oldest one that I told you is about 97 years old. Yeah, it's 97. Since I have been here, he has never fallen sick. 98 years. But even at that, we still give them deworm. We deworm them. Yeah, we give them deworming, but quarterly. So just to keep them strong and then healthy. So we give them drugs inside their food.
Every day.
Not every day, quarterly. Quarterly, that's every 4 months. Yeah.
That's the secret behind the tortoise long life, long and steady wings. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Animal Life. I am Fatima Suleiman, thanking you for watching.